Don't sweat the technique. Don't sweat the technique. Let's trace the hits, check the file. Let's see who bit the dissect the style. I flip the script so they can't get filed. At least not now, it'll take a while. I change the pace to complete the beat. I drop the bass to MCs get weak. But every word they trace is the scar they keep. It's when I speak, they quick to sweat the technique. I made my debut in '86 with a melody in the president's mix, and I was still on target and refused to miss. And I still make hits for beats, parties, clubs, and cars and jeeps. My underground sound vibrates the streets. MCs wanna beat, then I move the keys. When they sweat the technique. Don't sweat the technique. They wanna know how many times have I ripped the rap up. Researchers never found all the pieces that scientists trying to solve the contact. Philosophers are wondering what's next. Pieces took the rap to observe them. They couldn't absorb them. They couldn't observe them. My ideas are only for the audience ears. My opponents, it might take years. Films who begin to score. Better put together for a deep cause. I'm also a sculpture, form and structure. Because of my culture, I'm a rhythm instructor. Technical style that I beat with technology. Complete the dice and new heights after I get deep. You don't have to reach, just see. And beat the technique. I'm gonna sweat the technique. I speak in the street, it's more cheap. Then I get deep in the beat, then the beat. Hold the seat, never weak and obsolete. They never go old techniques, but my man teach me better than some brand new. Cause it's free. In the wild style, I have much more value. Classical, too intelligent to be radical. Masterful, never irrelevant, mathematical. Years of souvenirs for all the years before the source of thoughts and ideas. It's cool when you freak to the beat. When we sweat the technique. Don't sweat the technique. Don't sweat the technique.
Oh. Back in the hall, y'all. I'll get to you back. I'll be back in a second. Too busy counting my money.
Follow me into a solo, get in the flow, and you can picture like a photo. Music makes mellow, maintains to make melodies for MCs, motivates the breaks that never last. And I can go on for days and days with rhyme displays that engrave. Keep his X-rays, I can take a phrase that's rarely heard. Now it's a daily word. I can get yelling and all, kill it, bomb with no alarm. Rock him over main calm. Self-esteem make me super superb and supreme before a microphone still out of fame. This was a tape I wasn't supposed to break. I was supposed to wait for this motivate. I was a single keep following the swallow, taking the living, fighting the ball. Brothers try, others die to get the formula. But on my left, just sweat, you still ain't calm. You a step away from frozen, stiff as if you're posing. Digging to my brain as the rhyme gets chosen. So follow me, and what you're thinking you were first. Let's travel at beneficent speeds around the universe. We'll keep the same as the earth gets further and further away. Planets are small, the balls of clay, astray into the Milky Way. Worlds out of sight, far as the eye can see, not even a satellite. Now stop and turn around and look. As you stand in the darkness, your knowledge took. So keep staring, soon you suddenly see a star. You better follow it, cause it's the all. This is a lesson if you're guessing, if you're all in. Hurry, step right up and keep following the leader. Follow the leader, I can't see. Follow the leader, I can't see. Follow the leader, I can't see. Keep following, I can't see. Follow the leader, I can't see. Follow the leader, I can't see. Follow the leader, I can't see. This is a lifetime mission, vision of prison. I listen. In this journey of the journal, I'm the journalist. Am I eternal or an eternalist? I'm about to flow long as I can possibly go. Keep it moving cause the crowd says so. Dance. Clutch, rip your pants, every beat on the blaze. Bleeding to death, call an ambulance. Pull out my weapon and start to squeeze. A magnum is a microphone, murdering MCs. Let's go. A rhyme from my record I wrote. I'm a believer. Yeah, dope. Cause every time I stop the scene, you're stuck. As soon as you try to step off, you're self-destruct. I came to overcome before I'm gone by showing and proving and letting ours be born. Then after that, I'll live forever. You disagree? You say never? Then follow me from century to century. You remember me in history, not a mystery or memory. Born by nature, mind raised in nature. Since you was trick, I have to raise you from the cradle to the grave. But remember, you're not a slave, because we was here to be much more than that. But we couldn't see it because our mind was trapped. But I'm here to break away the chains, take away the pains, remake the brains, rebuild my name. I guess somebody told you a little now it's dangerous. It can't be mixed, diluted, it can't be changed. The switch is a lesson if you guess I'm following. Come here, you step right up, please follow the leader. Follow the leader, I can't see. 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 A purified freestyle, lyrics of fury. My third eye make me shine like jury. Bridges of red rather your rhymes a minute made. I'll be here when it fade and watch it flip like a renegade. I can't wait to break and eliminate on every trade of a snake, so stay away and follow because the tempo's a trail, the stage is a cave, the mic is a third rail, a rock carry.
Yo, don't forget about AI.io. It's creeping up here. Yo, it's still, again, doesn't want to die. Just hasn't been, hasn't been the monster that is H-Kit yet. Hey, what's up, Internet? If you're just joining us, yes, you missed out on a whole shit ton of fun. We've been ripping since 7 in the morning. Wake the fuck up and join the program and be part of what we're doing instead of being left out and listening to these videos after the fact. So I brought the room H-Kit today because we are in the greatest trading market ever and everything's ripping. We were talking about being in tech stocks, right? So the name tech was in the name. So I was like, that's all you need. And then we noticed that it was doing this all morning. And by the way, if you like the word kit also, that was part of the reason I liked it also. And that's all you need in this market. Something that amuses you, and then you follow the price action. So this stock, I woke up this morning, I was like, oh shit, look at that. And then it crashed. And that's good. Because when stocks crash in this market, all they do is come back. They don't always come back, but when they do, they come back all the way. And this thing made it basically all the way back. So when do you buy these dog shit reverse stock splits that are eventually going to go to zero? You buy them. First of all, it never broke pre-market lows. So if you were in from 3, you were risking 15 cents. That was the original trade. Stock rips to the VWAP, you get paid, rolls back over, but look what happens. It goes back to the same price to then set up again what we affectionately known as the ass crack Kardashian bottom, Andy Dufresne. It's subtle, sideways, tries to rally, goes back in, comes out, buy it. And then if you were afraid to buy it here, there's the VWAP break. And then the pre-market pivot where I joined in at VWAP. I'm selling pivot. I'm selling 420 because I'm a pothead and had some fun with it. I didn't buy it back until it broke over 5 because 5 generally gets you 750. 5 gets you 750. A rug pulled it, and now look what happened. Even after a rug pull, meaning when they halted, first they got 2 halts to the upside. We were having fun. Then they halted it to the downside, and there was no escape. That's the rug pull. That's the perils of trading this stock. That's why you're selling on the way up. And then the last lots, you're not so concerned about them getting rug pulled. But even this dog shit, worthless piece of garbage that nobody knows what they do and nobody cares, pulls back, holds the VWAP, and now you're able to get back in at 580 right here, banging it out at those same prices, 650, 750, and lo and behold, you're right back to $8. And when these dog shit, worthless piece of garbage stocks come back, the saying is, if they don't want to die, they remain a buy. And look at this garbage, ripping. Now, I don't know what's going to happen next, but I'm assuming we're about to break the highs of the day, get back to the pre-market highs. Now, I'm going to tell you one more time. I don't care what happens now. You don't want to be in the stock that breaks back under these levels. That's for shit sure. 719, the 635, sorry, the 665, right? But if this thing stays viable, if it stays pump and dumpy, or pumpy for now, remember, it's going to dump inevitably. By the way, Q's new highs. If you can believe it, we were short the Q's 3 times today. 2 out of 3 winners. Can't obviously stay short the Q's. It's another story. But this stock, right? It's all you needed today. And we were short Oracle this morning, which is like a miracle too. But Oracle was a specific trade, got short, then got back. Long trade still on the Oracle. If you guys are swinging it, don't sell it. You know where it's going. But let me walk you through this trade right here. The pump and dumps, right? The whole market's a pump and dump. Every stock's a pump and dump. These more specific. No matter what happens, after I get off the air and we go sideways in the middle of the day, if these piece of shit stocks stay strong after 3 o'clock and get into the aftermarket still flirting with highs and they break the pre-market highs in the aftermarket, that's when they take on another 100, 200, 500%. No exaggeration. We did it with MNTS the other day. Piece of shit, pump and dump. Nobody knows what they do. Nobody cares. Stock ripped. We thought it was over. And then into the aftermarket, she blasts off from $13 to $24. This was a $2 stock. There's one every day. You just got to be a little bit more careful. This is not a typical $8 stock moving in 2.5-point increments. That's the difference. So you got to trade it as if it's a $500 stock. Got to give it some wiggle room, keep your stops on. But if this thing is breaking, like I just described, stay strong in the afternoon, stay strong to the close, rallies into the close, you're probably looking at a $30 stock. Because let me show you the chart on this ridiculous stock. Typical stock, right, that we trade pre-market, pump and dump bullshit, reverse stock splits, right? Look at the high, right? That's 627. Am I saying this stock's going to 627? No, but can it? Yeah, it could. Don't doubt it, right? But let's keep one foot gripped in reality. Here. Let me get rid of these things because I already sent my thing out here. Let's get rid of that. We've already made it back to the yearly VWAP, right? And it's still hanging in there. So if it breaks through here, you're talking about being inside this candle right here. And the high of that candle, 1575. If you get through 1575, you're in this candle, which the high is 2324. If you get into this candle and then you're in this prior candle, hello, where you going? Here you go, $79. And if you just said to yourself, this stock ain't going to, why not? Did you just say, oh, it's not going to 79? Why not? Well, it's dumping right now. So it's a pump and dump. They're going to chop it. They're going to get people out of it. It's either going to rug pull and be at zero. But if this thing starts breaking out, you got to start thinking in the back of your mind, it could go to $80. That's the market we're in. When it stocks up 400%, that's just the start, baby. Ain't you paying attention? Market ain't going down. Everyone is buying everything in sight. If it's moving and there's volume, you got to think 10x on every trade. Welcome to the Investor Center. So, sure, you're chasing a 400% move, but you're not going to let it collapse on you. That's what stops are for. So keep an eye on this bad boy, and also keep an eye on the AIIO. That was our other one. Same kind of dog shit looking stock, right? Those are the best. The name of the symbol, the name of the company has the word robo in it and AI. You don't think the stock's going to rip? That's all you need. There's an AI in the symbol, and the name of the company is Robo AI. You telling me this thing's not about to go to $100 in this market? Keep an eye on it. So here's your intraday. Got rejected at VWAP earlier. Got rejected at VWAP earlier. Got rejected at VWAP earlier. This one doesn't want to go right now. But what happens when it does break a septuple top VWAP break? Where's it going to go? Think it's going to go tacking on 20 cents? You think it's going to tack on 30 cents? Fuck that. $5 minimum, $7.50, then 10, and then 1,000. That's the market we're in. So when these things start ripping, that's why people love these names. Reverse stock split, dog shit, worthless companies are where the money's being made as a day trader. And then you take some of that money and you buy the Qs, because these don't go down no more. And it's been the same story now since you met me in 07, 2011, 2015, 2020, yesterday, 2 weeks ago, a month ago. Same story, same day, over and over again. Learn the market mechanics, learn VWAP, understand how to trade, and enjoy the greatest market that has ever been. There is no comparison to what we're doing right now in the history of trading. 1999 was a fart in the wind compared to what we're doing right now. And it ain't going to end anytime soon. I say we got 3 to 5 more years of this. At least 100% across the board. Qs 1,400, Dow 100,000. If you just chuckled, what are you chuckling about? You don't think that's going to happen in the next 3.5 years? You're a madman. Think about what we're buying, and then think about the market as that thing. And I'm talking about rockets. What do rockets have? They have the initial blast off, and then what do they have? They have the next phase. They got the other, what are they called? The afterburners, right? And then they get to space. This is just the beginning of space. We haven't even got to outer space yet, let alone other galaxies, other universes, other fucking dimensions is where we're headed. Other dimensions. We're going to be folding space soon, colonizing Mars. Think the market's going to go down? Why? The government controls it, first of all. There's an underlying bid since 2009 that's never going away. And we're in an industrial revolution 3.5. Where are we going? Up. You're going to fight it? You're going to get in the way? Let me tell you, it doesn't work. Shorting is short-lived, and you're all going to die. I test it out every day. Did 2 for 3 on my shorts today. Managed to escape alive. Market gave me a chance to short at pre-market. Another short right here. I tried another short here. Lost. Done shorting for the day. Right now, we're in the Shangri-La of trading. Everything is working. Day trading, swing trading, investing. There's nothing left. You're getting paid on options because you're getting instant gratification. Futures trading is working. I don't know about anything else. Nor do I have to. Right? So every day you just go in. Hey, you know what? Those quantum stocks are sitting around. Oh, yeah? Okay, cool. Buy them. Man, those drone stocks taking a day off today. Right. Where's the money go? Somewhere else. How about those software stocks? You thought they were all going to go to zero? How's that working out for you? How's that Microsoft trade working out? Oh, man. Number 390. Oh. How about that CRM on earnings day? Oh, how come it's not going up today? Because it's going to go up the next 7 days. How about the Now since earnings day? Stock was $60. Where's it now? $140. Good luck. Good luck getting in the way. Right? Remember that hood trade? Oh, how come it's not going up? Ooh. Okay, now it's up 30 points. You happy? You had to wait 2 weeks. Remember those 2 weeks you had to wait? Oh, ain't nothing going down. And by the way, if you own a stock that goes down 3 days in a row, sell it because you own the worst stock on the planet. Like I'm starting to hate on this light path, but every time I hate on it, it pops 20%. Every time it rallies, it gives back most of it. It's one of the only stocks I own. And every time it breaks out, I got to wait 2 more days. I'm like, oh, maybe that's the top. It's not the top. One day it might be the top. I don't know. But this is why I don't own stocks. I don't want to sit through 2 days of a pullback. I just want to be involved with on the good days, and you could have the stock back. And if you guys don't own Oracle yet, I don't know what to tell you. Right? We waited, had the ass crack, Andy Dufresne, ass crack break. They tried to get us out. It ain't getting us out. Now we got the yearly VWAP break. It ain't coming back. It ain't coming back. It ain't coming back. It's gone. And where do they go? Double. So now 135. What's the price target? Where's it going? 270. Every stock has to double once it turns from the lows, at least. And then it'll be at 345. And just like everybody thought, oh, Oracle, the story is over with the AI. Yeah, sure, it's over. When the stock's at 500 doing a 5-for-1 split, yeah, it's over. Nothing is going down. And when they do, they inevitably go back up. So the program remains the same. You want a day trade, you got to be using VWAP, proper mechanics, understanding VWAP, pullbacks, retracements, algorithmic nature of the market. Swing trading, just buy and hold and wait it out because you'll make money. And investing, just own the cues. I'll see you at 1,500 in 2.5 years. And that's where we're at. Sounds very similar to where we were on Friday and Thursday and the day before that and the day before that and the day before that and the year before that. Nothing's ever changed. It just keeps getting better and better and better. So the next time you're about to put a trade on, you're like, oh, man, maybe I'm chasing. You are. And if you feel uncomfortable, then don't do the trade because you're going to do something stupid. There'll be another trade where you feel more comfortable and you're getting in at a better price. 5 minutes from now, an hour from now, or you might have to wait till tomorrow. What you don't want to do is what I used to do for 3 years. This market can't keep going up like this. I'm going to start shorting stocks. No, you're not. You're not going to start shorting stocks. You're just going to keep crushing people that have that notion because that is the dumbest thing you'll ever say. There is no such thing as this stock has gone up too much. It has to go down. That doesn't work. Never has. And now it definitely doesn't work. So make money, take some of that money, use the house money, and put it back in the house. And that house is the QQQ on every dip for your life. 1,500, 3 years from now. Book it. So why'd the market go down early this morning? It's a trap, right? They have to pretend that the market has a chance to go down, right? They have to pretend. They have to keep the suckers get them out so they can get back in the shorts, trap the shorts to make them pay for their mistakes. It's not a debate that we're having each day here, right? Especially since March 31st and the power gap that I explained to you that now the market will not be able to go down anymore. Well, what happens when June comes? In the beginning of the what happens when June comes? Nothing. Well, I heard there's a June swoon and it could happen in the summer and selling in May and going away. None of that means anything anymore. None of it. We go up always. When we start breaking prior day lows 2 days in a row, that's where you'll know the difference. And when's that happen? The last time that's happened was February. So now, by the time I get to you at 11 o'clock, we're already in the I don't give a fuck mode. I don't give a shit what happens now. You know where the market's going for the rest of the day. You're in. Q's long, Oracle long. See ya, 4 o'clock. Where are we going? Suddenly there'll be some miracle turnaround in the middle of the day and the market's going to start crashing. Why? It's going to grind all day, right to the close, right to 8 p.m., into the overnight, and gap up tomorrow morning. You see what your market did today, right? It gave you a tease. 1 minute break, multi-day VWAP reversal. Shorted it, made a little money. Next thing you know, it didn't want to break the pre-market highs. What the hell's wrong with the market? Oh my God. And now it's breaking VWAP and the prior day? All right, I'll give it a chance. Made some money, got stopped out on the way back up. Then I was like, hey, look at this. Maybe the market is going to go down today. Let's short it. Oh, wait, it's not. Got out right there, small loss, and look what's happened since. So I'll try because I've seen it happen. I've seen the market go down. I've been there. And it usually starts where everybody's super bullish, rolls over, breaks a low, but then it has to break prior day low, which it kind of flirted with, right? But then look, did it break prior day low? No. Prior day low was right there. It flirted with the midpoint, got exciting there for a second, and then you realize, wait a second, am I getting excited about being the market being short? Oh, what am I, stupid? No, not stupid anymore. And then you cover and go long. Like Oracle. Where's it going? You guys are all still long, right? This stock represents what trading is to me. I own this stock. I think it's going to 500. But I've shorted it probably more while I've owned it than I've ever shorted it even on the way down. Because I want to play these little pullbacks to hedge myself. And that's how I became a trader, because what I realized back in 98, 99, 2000s, the market never goes down. And every time I sell a stock, it goes up without me. So instead, if I want to own a stock like Oracle, I'll throw it into my kid's account and then I'll watch it. It's going to go down for 25 minutes. I'll short it, throw in those 25 minutes, cover, and now I still own the stock on its way to 250, 280, 300, 900, and 2,000. And that's the market we're in. Nothing's changed. We've all had this conversation a dozen times, right? Like AMD this morning, right? You guys walked in with AMD. It was down like 35 points. You know the stock's going to 1,000, right? So all you do is wait for the turn. When does the turn happen? Fake them out, shake them out, VWAP break. 494 gets you 508, 508 gets you 15, blah, 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 all-time highs. Nobody's ever making money shorting over any extended period of time ever again. I'll be the first one to let you know when the coast is clear, which might not be ever. So there's two choices. Never short, or at least short with purpose, with an absolute precision of skill using market mechanics and VWAP, or don't, which is the best choice. Don't short. wait for the turns and crush people that think shorting is viable now, because it's not. It's basically illegal. And we've had this conversation 20,000, 30,000, maybe 50,000 times over the last 20 years. And here it is. This is not, I'm not telling you something that you shouldn't know already, but I'm here to reinforce it because I know you're out there thinking, oh, it can't keep going up. Yes, it can, and it will. So they want to keep crushing. You keep crushing along with it. And it's some of my favorite trades. Nothing beats a short position where you're so savvy that you know while you're in the trade it's not going to last, and you're just waiting to cover and go long, which is pretty much 80% of 80% of the market. It doesn't have to be a high-tech ripping to make money. It's these trades, these wonderful AMDs and Oracles. And the crazy thing is we were short SOXL and the Qs today at one point. Hey, remember the Hood trade? Hey, why is Hood getting killed this morning? It's not. So this is the one part that is so reminiscent to 1999. Every day the market went up, every single day. But every morning they'd get the sellers out of the way. They have the orders are on the desk, right? Especially now. The market's pre-programmed. So they get the selling out of the way. That creates the fake out shakeouts. Fake them out, shake them out. There's always a new low before the turn, if you haven't noticed that yet. And then it happens even near the VWAP. So let's say you missed the first move, little faux show right here. Here's your little ass crack. There's your VWAP break. And you're buying and you're using these levels as your outs. Every trade is very definable. And the reason that this is the greatest trading ever is that you're getting instant gratification. The trades are working as soon as you get in. And that quenches the fear that you still might have, which you shouldn't, because if you haven't noticed, this market's goes up every day. Every day. Almost 90% of the day is up. I shouldn't have to, I'm not opening your eyes to this. This is not a new conversation. It's the same. I can record this conversation and play it tomorrow. It'll be the same thing. So you're day trading with skill and precision, and then you're taking some of that money and you're swinging and you're owning, because it's irresponsible not to be in this market. Ring-a-ling-ling, RNG. That ain't no Andy Dufresne. That is the greatest faux show bro of the day, as a matter of fact. So if you guys are still looking at what a faux show bro is, by the way, XE, my favorite stock, just broke that high. I'm going to show it to you in a second. But this is my favorite trade. This is the original faux show bro, the check mark of the Lord. Check mark. You see it? 1999 style of trading. Get the seller out of the way, find support, break. But here's the fun part. So before VWAP, I've only been trading VWAP exclusively for, let's call it 2015, because for 3 years I was experimenting with it and still hemorrhaging cash like a schmuck till it all light bulb finally went off. It took me 3 years. I'm a slow learner. This trade, the reason it rocks so much is that it's been working my whole life. We would wait for the sellers to get out of the way, and then we wait till the breaks the 9. There was no pre-market trading, and there was no VWAP. So we waited for the fade. We would play the fade, shorting the open, playing the fade, and then we'd take profit, knowing that it would turn inevitably. And then we wouldn't go long right away, but we would wait till the 9:30 high candle break, which would be right here. Now, with VWAP, exposing the rigging and the pure market mechanics behind the faux show bro, or what we call the dip and rip or the check mark, You're getting the sell-off to a very, very specific spot, not random, as we used to think. It's going back to an algorithmic prior VWAP trade. And now instead of getting involved in a 930 candle break, you're buying VWAP break using prior day VWAP as you're out, clearly identifying the risk, and your reward is unlimited because the market never goes down. Wow. Great choice today on Ring. So now if it's an Andy Dufresne, I guess you might mean on a longer term chart. Yeah. Oh, holy shit. It certainly is, Ali. Yeah. You have now found my new favorite stock because this was Andy Dufresne and I already did the work on this name. I don't even remember. Look, you are right. Now it's coming out of the first one. You got 8 points already. Your next target's wow. Yes. All yes to this stock. Yes. Nice find. And by the way, I almost forgot about the stock that I was doing my whole broadcast on today because I was on dumb other shit, which was the HITK until somebody said in the room, here it comes. And I was like, oh, okay, here it comes. And next thing you know, we're back in. Look at that dumb chart. The dumber the chart, the better. These split adjusted crazy stocks are just awesome. And by the way, if you think you've missed the quantum trade, you would have missed shit. These were $2 stocks. They all went to 50. They crashed back down to 12, 15, and 20, and now they're coming back. Where are you going to go? You're going to go back to all-time highs, all of them. And if you ain't loving this Oracle yet, how many times can a stock faux show bro? How many times? It's begging you to buy it. Right? Do you know that people are still shorting these stocks? People still think the software trade is still a short. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Well, let me tell you something. It's the faux show, bro. I'll tell you one thing. If you're just going to start trading with me, take my first bit of advice. Don't short stocks because you're not ready for it. Trading, sometimes the 7-minute trade, that's still too short term for people. People can't get their brains right. It's a 7-minute trade. I like it because I know it's only going to last 7 minutes. And it was a pretty good trade. I mean, the Oracle short from 731, you got 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 minutes. You had 5 minutes to get in now. But you got paid. I'd rather see you wait for these turns, break VWAP, hold VWAP, buy it, and then use those prior candles as you're out and get paid. It's easy to be a long trader, obviously, until that turns, which I don't think we're turning this year. I think we rally for the rest of the year. And maybe by September, when the Qs are flirting with 900 already, they'll pull back 90 points. There'll be a 10% correction. The Qs will be at 810, and the bears will be like, see, I told you. Like, see what? We just rallied from 555 to 900. You got a 10% pullback. See what? And then we double from there. But I hope you are seeing the market as clearly as I'm trying to demonstrate it to you, how we're never going down, right? You can short. And that's what I do like about shorting. If there's anything to like about it, I know it's not going to last. So that keeps me focused and disciplined. I know it's not going to last. So I'm on point, waiting to turn and cover and then go long and join the real winning side of the trade, which is crushing shorts that don't know when to cover. By the way, Matt, I'm freaking loving open. 3 days in a row now. We had a Thursday option at 4 cents, banging out at 11 and 18. We had it on Friday at 4 cents, banging out at 8 cents. It's finally back. And when it breaks, friends, it's going to be violent. It's going to be violent. When this thing ass cracks out of here above 6, it's going to rip to 8 that day. And then it's going to rip to 11, and it's going to make up for this awful 9 months that it's been in. It's going to make up for it in 3 goddamn days. You know it. I know it. Everybody should know it. And when this thing breaks $11, it's going to go to $20. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's when the people on the internet are talking about how it's a revolutionary stock because of what they do. Nobody fucking cares. Nobody gives a shit about whether they sell houses or not. This thing breaks $7. It's going to trigger a short squeeze. That's all anybody cares about. Don't pretend that you give a shit about what they do. Who cares? What companies do hasn't mattered since 82. None of these space stocks make any money. That company, Lunar, doesn't even exist. People are buying space because the other rocket blew up. Great. It's a great premise. But the Oracle trade is special because this is the kind of stock that people started to hate so much, and they forgot that this is still Oracle, you dummies. They ain't holding this thing back forever. What do you think, Oracle was done? It's just a matter of time. We lost those 2 weeks in a row where we traded those Friday options. Oh, didn't want to break out. Well, there you go. Made up for that, those 2 Fridays that sucked. These last 3 days made up for everything you possibly could have done with Oracle in the last 2 years. And that's what this market's all about. You can catch up. You miss 20 years of the bull market, you go big on one of these trades, you make up for 10 years of lost, wasted time. Any one of these trades. Everything's ripping. And I'm not kidding. Open is on the verge. Do you know how many people are going to pile into this stupid stock when it breaks over $7? It's going to be ridiculous. And then that's all anybody's going to talk about. Be back on the news, comparing it to GameStop, blah, 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 blah. And it'll be at $12. Just like this Oracle. We waited for it to come out of the Andy Dufresne, right? Oh, you had to wait 3 months. Okay. And then now it's making up for that lost time in 4 days. This is 180 to 240. Same thing with this open trade. It's going to be the same thing. And think about it. This one has sucked for quite some time. This is almost a year of sucking. Absolute awfulness since it broke down under here. That's the whole year. You got 5 months of just doing nothing. It's going to make up for that in 3 freaking days. When this thing busts out. But the thing is, you don't have to buy it and own it. Just buy it the day where it breaks out because it's going to rip. Then you own it for 3 or 4 days because then it'll start ripping. Yep. And I got to tell you something. I mean, this is, again, this light path, right? This stock makes me hate owning stocks. See, this is why I hate owning stocks. I don't want to be in a 2-day sell-off. I don't want to be in a 2-day sell-off. I hate owning stocks. It bugs me. Right? Why is this stock not $20 yet? I don't know. It looked like it was on its way, and next thing you know, it's very volatile, price-wise too, percentage-wise. It's annoying. Right? I don't want to be in it. Because I don't even want to sit through these. I don't want to sit through 2 down days. Now tomorrow, if it goes up, if it breaks down, next thing you know, I give back half my trade. I'd rather be in these trades for the day. Oracle's something different. I am never selling this stock, ever. I really think it's going back to all-time highs now. They lulled people to sleep on the name. Everybody started hating on it. Good. I think you're tacking on another 100 from here. But, stocks like these, my bearishness comes back into play. I see a stock that's gone from 2 to 20. It's up 1,000% over the last year, blah, blah, blah. But these are the kind of stocks that, you got to sit through these pullbacks, because when they break out, they do, 10x, 20x. That's why you trade these crazy names like HKITs, and you make some money, and then you put it in some of the stocks that you like, that you want to own long term. By the way, I'm not coming back to the market. I cashed out 3 weeks ago. The only thing I bought back was Lightpath. I bought 1 contract in Rambus this time, opposed to 50. I mean, I really just dipping my toe. And I own Lightpath again, because I own Nokia also. I bought Leaps. So I'm not really that concerned about the pullbacks. The Leaps are just really, really nicely priced. By the way, if you like Nokia, let me show you a trade. Right? Here's another stock. I would never normally buy anything that looks like this. I'm usually a seller and a shorter, and I get crushed. But Nokia, this is a nice way to own the stock for a pretty damn good price. So Nokia, if you guys know about Leaps, the further you go out on the option chain, the options become cheaper. I know the guy just, no, what are you talking about? It costs more. Relatively speaking, they're cheaper. Because if you go out, look, and you want to buy a 20 2 months out, those are expensive. But if you go out 2 years, they can only charge you so much for time. So a real good comparison is to Shia. Let me put my glasses on. I can't see. It's great getting old. I can't see anything now. It stinks. So here, if you go out, let's say August 20s are 160, right? I don't know why it keeps disappearing like that. And then you're going out September's $2, 235 for October. So I'm all the way out, and I didn't buy the 20s, but the 15s are $4. Now, obviously, you're in the money, so you're paying what? They're in the money by $1. You're paying $3.60. So now you go all the way out. Now I got 600 days to own the stock for just $3 more. I like it. So I bought these 15s. And then if the stock starts to really go, and they start printing, if they haven't created any options above 30. When they do, you're onto something good. But when they start printing those, then you start selling those overhead strikes to kind of lock into some profit. So that's how I own a lot of these names. Nokia 15s. I own Lightpath. I bought in the money ones. Well, these are doing pretty well. Actually, sorry, I'm not in these. I'm in the 20, the closer ones. I only went out a year on those. And here's a fun trade, kids, for you guys that just want to sit around and do nothing. You can go out and sell QQQ puts, right? Well, actually, I want to show you. So I want to show you a trade that I'm going to guarantee. And if anybody loses money on this trade, I'll give you the money back. Did I just say that out loud? I did, because that's how confident I am. TQQ, right? That's the leveraged version of the Qs, right? You can go out and sell $10 puts on these. If they ever go back to 10, that means nuclear war not only has come, but we're in an apocalypse. You're not going to care about the money anyway. Here you go. I'm going to give you 200. If they're still 25 cents, they probably still should be 25. The January, these are these Januaries coming this January. The $10 ones. I sold these for 33 cents the other day. All right, they're still 25. I will guarantee you these expire worthless. Because if the TQQ is at 10 in January, we're all dead. So you sell 10 of these contracts for 25 cents. That's $250 waiting for you. You buy something nice for yourself, thanks to Uncle Kenny. Just wait for the money. I don't know why these even have a bid. I was selling these at 50 cents. I still can't believe they're at a quarter. So I sold some more as principal. I was like, why do these even have a bid? They shouldn't be bid, but they are, because they're built time, volatility. The options have to be priced somewhere. There is no reason these have a bid. They're worthless. Anyway, sell 10 contracts, sell 20 contracts, $500. Pays for something for Christmas. These will expire worthless. Did you hear what I said? I can't guarantee you a trade it's illegal, but if the TQQ is under $10 in January, first of all, it's not going to happen. Second of all, if the TQQ is at $10 in January and we're not billionaires from the crash that I'm going to be involved in, you think I'm not going to be shorting stocks on the way down to 10? I don't understand why these even have a bid. They shouldn't have a bid. It's just based on time. It's free money. It literally is free money. And speaking of free money, I'm going to leave you with this. UVXY. I've been telling you to short it since $62. I am still short. I am not covering. I've sold $110 calls, 110, 105s, 100s, 95s. I've been shorting the stock since the 60s. I covered 300 shares. I got 1,700 left. I am not getting out. I'll cover if I have to. Maybe 30, 35. I'm sorry, 32.50. But chances are you're going to be looking at 25 and then 20, 17.50, 15, and 0. Like they always go. All right? Good times, my friends. Don't fuck it up. Seriously. If you are unfamiliar with how to trade this market, join the room. I will guide you step by step every day. And one of these days, I don't want to scare you, the market will go down. I've seen it happen. I promise you it will go down again one day, and we'll be there for it. But so far, today's not that day. The only thing to take away from today is that people are hedging a little bit. And how do I know that? UVXY. That means there's people out there buying a lot of S&P future puts and hedging themselves. Does it mean something? Sometimes it does. More importantly, UVXY strong again tomorrow, and again relatively strong. Even any green. This is a 2.5% move. It's something. Stay strong again tomorrow. Maybe the profit takers do overwhelm the new money coming in, and we have a sell-off that lasts more than a couple of minutes on the Qs. The room? What room? This room. Yeah, call spread. No, when you initiate a call spread on the first leg, that's the wrong trade. But let's say you buy an option at 5 and you don't want to sell that option, and you could sell premium at 5 and lock into a free trade, that's when you could sell. No, I'm not schmoozing no more. No. Schmooze is over until Don Corleone launches whatever he's launching. I'm coming back with a new thing with him. So the schmooze is over for now. We're going to relaunch it, rename it too. As much as I love the word schmooze, we're thinking about the analyst and options, Alpha Omega. It's going to be part of the podcast when we start doing that more than monthly. We'll do it weekly. And by the way, I am going to be 55 this year. I am not going anywhere. I probably will do this till my head explodes. I'm thinking we got a good 3 to 5 years of this bull market to like literally be in this type of craziness. When the market does have a sell-off, remember who was the only one calling for a sell-off in 2021 at Money Map Press? It was me. Everybody else was bullish. And I was like, I don't know what you guys are seeing. I'm seeing a bunch of COVID-related names that are about to crash, and it's going to take the whole market down with it. And I was right. And then everybody got Money Map Press when they started preparing for the bear market. I was like, what are you guys talking about? The bear market happened already. It's over. So that's what we need. We need when the majority of people think one way, and then when the market action tells us something differently. Right now, everybody who is bullish is right. But the bears are still out there. They're calling every day. Oh, this is it, blah, blah, blah. Oh, wait, do we have another trade before I go? Hold on. By the way, don't forget about this AIIO. This has been a kind of a dud today. So it might want to shock everybody and rip later. Jay-Z, I know you're watching this one, right? Jay-Z. That's why it's up. You got Any, ANY. Just did that thing. Now it's come back to VWAP. Keep an eye on that one. Of course, the H kit. I love me some Nokia. Obviously, I love me some Oracle. Lightpath trying to make a little comeback today, but this stock, I don't know how I feel about it anymore. But now I forgot what I was going to say, so I guess I'll just leave. What the hell was I supposed to say? I have no idea. Something about something. Hey, Golden Trader, what's up, man? Yeah, me and Don are gonna come back. Yeah, because again, he's realized what he's got, and I realized what I got, and we want to do something together. We're just trying to figure out what to do. But that, yeah, we're gonna probably come back with that, and we're gonna launch it as like an overnight. The way I wanted to do it in the first place was, it's an analyst meeting and option preparation, and then you get the next day as part of the. You get to experience the room on a Friday. It's kind of like you come to the club and you don't leave. Yeah, what did I just see? Damn it. Where'd it go? Well, I guess it wasn't that important. By the way, you guys know about the Oracle leverage names. They're from the trade ORCX, was it? Yeah. If you can't afford. His email address. I don't really email him too much, actually. I usually just text him. Hold on a second. I don't even know his email. Let me just find it for you. I don't know off the top of my head. It's his name. Chris Cavalier. Chris Cavalier 777 at gmail.com. ChrisCavalier 777. And that's in Brooklyn. I say we dance it out. What do you think? My favorite dance it out song right now is this one. All right, I'll play this one. Get up out of your chairs, take your profits, and don't forget to enjoy your life while you get a chance. Get it?
Shorty give me neck till I pass out. I swear to God, all I do is cash out. And if you ain't a hoe, get up out my tripod. I've been selling cracks since like the 5th grade. Really never made no difference with the shit made. Zombies told me fit them packs and how to maintain. We get that money back and spend it on the same thing. Running through these stacks till I pass out. The shorty give me neck till I pass out. Until my niggas started teaming hoe. Bitch caught a body by the window.
Cash App, yeah. I like that question. Wait, is there any advantage to selling puts opposed to buying calls? None. Selling puts is kind of like the poor man's way to make money in a bull market. Because chances are if you sell puts, right, in a bull market, those options are going to expire worthless and you're going to keep the money. The one advantage of selling puts is that you don't have to be right on your timing and you don't have to be right about the stock going up. You just have to be right about it not going down. That's the main benefit. So when you sell a put, all you're doing is saying, I hope this stock doesn't go down way down to that price. If you buy calls, it's much better in a bull market because we're going up every day and you have limited risk for unlimited reward, right? That's the difference. But selling puts, if you have the time to sit with the position, it's free money, literally. Now dance it out.
that, beat that drum to death. I just wanna beat that, beat that. I just wanna beat that, beat that. I just wanna beat that, beat that, beat that drum to death. I just wanna beat that, beat that. I just wanna beat that, beat that. I just wanna beat that, beat that, beat that drum to death. I just wanna beat that, beat that. I just wanna beat that, beat that. I just wanna beat that, beat that, beat that, beat that, beat that, beat that, beat that. Drum to death. I just wanna beat that, beat that. I just wanna beat that, beat that. I just wanna beat that, beat that, beat that drum to death. I just wanna beat that, beat that. I just wanna beat that, beat that. I just wanna beat that, beat that, beat that drum to death.
Banger. It's one of my favorite new tracks. Brought to you at the Schmooze, the last Schmooze. All right, y'all. Have a great rest of the day. Don't forget to get out of your chair, dance it out a little bit, get the juices flowing. Don't sit there staring at the screens all day. Enjoy your life. We work hard for 4 hours a day. All right? I'll see you.